Lucas from Port St. Lucie, and I used to love to go to the chili cook-off every year, but I haven't been able to because I live in California now. So I'm so excited it's virtual this year because I actually get to attend. So I hope everyone enjoys, and congratulations on 25 amazing years.
Hello, I hope you all plan to watch the chili cook-off, the great chili cook-off, Saturday, August 8th at 6 p.m. And the website is here at the bottom, so please participate. Thank you.
Hi, this is Tammy from St. Lucie Draft House. We are a big supporter of the Boys and Girls Club. We are excited to be part of the virtual chili cook-off this year. We're about to watch it start happening right now.
There you go. Hey everybody, I don't normally wish for a Saturday to end, but this Saturday is the chili cook-off, and I know that if I get home in time, which I am right now, I'm gonna be able to get out and I'm gonna watch it virtually so I can see it from the comfort of my own home. So I'm gonna head into the house. I've got everything all set up on the screen, and it's gonna be chili time, so I get to see all the cool things that the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County is doing for the annual chili cook-off, but this year virtually. So it's just a matter of coming in. Hey honey, I'm home. Gonna find my spot on the couch, and it is almost 6 o'clock, so it is time for chili.
What's going on, folks? This is Cameron Arnett, giving a quick shout out to the Boys and Girls Clubs. You guys are on the front line making it happen. You are building character, and that takes time. Painstaking time sometimes, and we gotta just stop and say thank you. So thank you for what you do, getting involved in young people's lives. Man, kudos. God bless.
I have 4 fish in my aquarium at my house. I want to go buy some more fish, so I decide I'm going to buy another 4 fish at the store to go with my 4 fish I already have. What would I write for an equation to show that I am going to have 4 more fish put in my aquarium?
Well, thanks everybody for coming in today and supporting the chili cook-off. I know you were all voluntold to be here, and as we were drafted to take this from the libraries, I think you guys did an amazing job raising the money and getting everything ready to go. I'm looking forward to our chili.
Yeah, me too. We kind of forced a lot of our vendors and partners to give us some money by giving them these awesome t-shirts in response for donating over $250 a piece.
Don't forget about the TV raffle.
Oh, that's true.
And the plan and all the other fun
All
prizes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I can't believe we raised over 20 grand so far.
So are you making the chili, Jennifer?
Sure.
No beans.
No beans.
No
beans. Almost forgot. No beans.
And no spaghetti.
Oh wait, it's about to start.
Oh.
All right, it is the 38th annual chili cook-off, honey. We got to tune in just a minute here. I'm so excited.
Me too. It's probably a good thing it's virtual this year though, because the fire department wins People's Choice every year.
It's true. Well, I'm glad it's just us. We get to sit back and relax. Well, I guess all the kids can join us for the cook-off too. All right, let's check it out.
Hey everyone, this is Congressman Brian Mast again. I'm excited to join you all virtually to kick off this 38th annual chili cook-off. Now while I wish, like I said before, I wish we could all be together enjoying this event in person, I think it's important that we remember that this event is all about something specific. This event is all about bringing our community together to celebrate and support our youth. So I want to say a quick thank you to all of you at home for tuning in tonight, and remind you that all of the proceeds benefit the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County. Now the work of those that are doing this day in, day out with the Boys and Girls Club, quite literally, it changes lives. You all have seen it firsthand. It's why we all come together to support this, helping families go to work by providing critical child care on one front Each year, thousands of kids across our community alone, they benefit from the club's academic and meal programs, and I could not be more proud of the work that this incredible organization does. Again, I wish that we could all be together. It's terrible that this is the case, that this is what it's come to, but I want to welcome you all and to say this year's event is still going to be one of the best that we've ever had, and that I wish you all the best.
Good morning, boys and girls. I wanted to take a minute and read your code to you. I believe in God and the right to worship according to my own faith and religion. I believe in America and the American way of life, in the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. I believe in fair play, honesty, and sportsmanship. I believe in my Boys and Girls Club, which stands for all these things. I want you guys to have a wonderful day today and learn as much as you can and have as much fun as you possibly can. Enjoy the day.
All right, good evening, everybody. I'm Rich Del Toro, Assistant Chief of Police at the Port St. Lucie Police Department. I want to welcome you to this year's Chili Cook-Off. Obviously, you can see it's a virtual version this year. We had to change things up a little bit. But I'm a past chair of this event, and I'm obviously this year's chair, past board chair and current board member. Proud to serve the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County. But this is going to be a great event, a lot of fun. And I want to introduce my my partner in crime, my brother, our Chief Executive Officer, Mr. William Armistead.
Hey, what's going on, Reg? We have, brother, this is, I'm going to tell you, this is so awesome. The fact that, I mean, again, you're chairing and thank you for doing this. And just to look at our team come together to figure out how we could still ignite this chili cook-off in a fun and exciting way. There's so many things that has happened over the last year, and everybody knows about COVID, so we don't really, you know, it's not something people say, okay, what's COVID? Everybody knows what COVID-19 is, and there are some medical terms that I never heard of before that I am very aware of now, and I'm sure a lot of people are too. But I just want you and I just have some open dialogue for our listening audience and the ones that are viewing us right now to talk about just some of the like really cool things that has happened. I want to start with our clubs, man. They are just rock stars. And right, I mean, Rich, you and I have had lots of conversation about, you know, since COVID-19 has started, where we have pivoted, which is a term now, right, on going in different directions to make sure that we were meeting the needs of our community. And so I know you and I have had conversations, so let's just chat about that right there.
Well, I'm just so proud of the team at the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County and how they've adapted so well to the changes. I mean, everyone knows this has probably been the most challenging year in my life anyway. And, you know, I'm not that old. I'm a little bit behind you, Will, but, you know, it's been challenging.
Just by a year, too.
Couple years, yeah, but it's been challenging, and COVID has definitely been a challenge to a lot of businesses. But just like in life and what we're trying to teach our kids, you have to adapt to overcome adversity, and we've done that. I mean, when I walked in to see the summer camp at the Civic Center in Port St. Lucie, I was blown away at what you guys were able to do, your team was able to do to keep our kids safe, to keep them socially distanced, to follow the CDC guidelines. And that's what it's all about, providing that safe environment for our kids to thrive. And you know that, Will, we talk about it all the time.
That's right.
But I just, on behalf of the first responders out there who really used the clubs this summer, I just want to thank you guys for providing our kids that safe environment. Your team just did an amazing job, and they continue to do so, so thank you.
Well, when you talk about the Mid-Florida Event Center in Port St. Lucie, you know, it wasn't just Boys and Girls Clubs. It was like a true community effort when you get the council people, the staff, the mayor, everyone just joined in to figure out how can we serve the maximum amount of kids and teens and being able to keep them social distant. And listen, I have said to people, we absolutely could not do this on our own. If the city of Port St. Lucie didn't have ownership in their kids, we wouldn't have been able to pull it off. And so hats off to the city of Port St. Lucie. And Rich, real quick, I'm just looking at those bars on your shoulders. They look good on you, brother. They look good. Like, dude, you deserve those bars, man. I mean, not just from being a board member, but because you're out in the community You're making sure the residents of Port St. Lucie are safe. You and I talk about this stuff all the time, and we want to do what's right for our community. I mean, I would be remiss if I didn't add your partners in crime, you know, Major Brian Hester, who both of y'all are looking pretty buff. Y'all looking pretty good these days. I need to tighten up a little bit. And then, of course, and he's with the Sheriff's Office, and of course, Diane Hobley Burney, who's with the Fort Pierce Police Department. The three of you guys are stellar people. We appreciate the work you do on our board, and we just thank you for that. There are so many other things that has happened this summer. We talk about our Into the Future workforce program. This wasn't just, I'm gonna put together a boot camp and we're gonna just put stats out to people. We actually did it in the middle of a pandemic. And not only did we just do it with like 10 kids, 20 kids, we got 90 kids in a program that they're learning work ethics. They have, first of all, they have to show up, right? From 9 to 12 in the morning. And they are just learning just basic etiquettes of being on a job and just being a good employee rather. And then we have this other group of kids that are doing the same exact thing, but they only get to do that on Fridays because during the week, Monday through Thursday, they are actually working a job throughout the community. In Boys and Girls Clubs, they're working at Kyle G's, they're working at the county, they're working everywhere across the county. And so it's just been amazing just to see what our future holds with our kids.
Our kids definitely get that right from here. It's a you know, I say this all the time because people ask me all the time, you know, what is Boys and Girls Club all about? You know, we're not a child care facility.
Right.
We do take care of our kids when they come here, but they're learning all about life lessons. They're learning good study habits, good work ethic, good etiquette, just how to treat people, because they're loved here. I mean, you know, you see the interactions between the staff and the kids.
That's right.
It's just an awesome environment. It's a place where our kids can thrive, and it's just a safe, great place to be. That workforce development that you and the team have been doing has just been amazing. I think that's going to pay big dividends. And that's what I love about your leadership style, Will, since you've come on as CEO. You weren't going to stick with the status quo, because we know when we teach our kids all the time, there's no maintaining in life. You're either getting better or you're getting worse. And look at all the changes we had to go through this year, just because of the different challenges we've been facing. So it's just been awesome. I think our kids get a lot out of that, get good life lessons, and just hats off to you and your team, just doing a phenomenal job, man. So proud of you.
Well, I'm gonna one up you real quick. You know, because if I don't one up you, then I'm like not doing my job. but it's your leadership as board chair for the past couple of years that really, and all our other past chairs have done a wonderful job. But we really pivoted because there were a lot of changes, and what your leadership has really made a difference. But also, what you did is pass the baton to our current chair, Leslie Christoph, to really be able to focus on some other parts of our business, which you can't do without a plan. And so between you, Leslie, and all our other board members, you guys have done a great job. I want to just throw some shout outs because it's important. We couldn't do our jobs without, as I said, the city of Port St. Lucie, the city of Fort Pierce, St. Lucie County, our business partners. I mean, we've been partners and friends with the Bushes for a long time. So Southern Eagle does a wonderful job with our organization. We've had lots of great interactions with the Mets and Signature Company, who's been with us for like 2 years, and Chris Wadsworth is already wanting to do more. We got Mike Lafreniere with Nature's Ground, and we got both colleges. So many people are invested in our kids in St. Lucie County. And I want to make it very clear, I am blessed to have the position as CEO of Boys and Girls Clubs of St. Lucie County, but I absolutely could not do it without the help of those few names that I mentioned. And of course, our guy, Travis Leonard, CEO of A&G Concrete Pools. That's your guy too, because you get to do a few things that I don't get to do, but me and Travis and you are going to have some discussion on that.
Well, yeah, we definitely got to give a shout out to our title sponsors, A&G Concrete Pools, Travis Leonard. His beautiful wife, Gina, is obviously a board member here at Boys and Girls Club St. Lucie County, but also the Allens, the co-owners of A&G, and Art Allen being the founder, and Sandy Allen. Just great partners with the Boys and Girls Club here at St. Lucie County. We could not do what we do without them. They've been title sponsor now at Chili Cook-Off for, man, almost 3 years, 4 years in a row now.
4 years.
Yeah, so just so thankful for them and for everything they do in the community and all they do to give back. But I'm excited about this year's chili. It's a little bit different.
Yes.
A little virtual. People thinking we can't get it done, but we're showing people, guess what? We're here to stay, man. We're going to take it to the next level. So it's going to be a lot of fun having a chili cook-off virtual this year.
Well, I know there's so many great things that are going to happen throughout this hour. And so I'm not going to just waste a whole lot of time with not, you know, because I can be one of those guys that'll I can't keep a secret, okay? I can't keep a secret when it's like really fun. I mean, I know Mitch is like, okay, Will, we got to wait 2 days. And I'm like, I'm going to post that now, right? So, but I will tell you a little bit about our future. I'm just going to take a quick moment to say the money that we raise here at this chili cook-off is going to benefit our kids and teens in their future. When we talk about our Into the Future workforce program, that's about giving kids those basic skills, as I said earlier, and we need people that are qualified to do those things. But we also got to be able to have the necessary equipment so that kids can have hands-on experience. And that's what this chili cook-off is going to do for us. I could tell you we had a goal, or we have a goal of $100,000 for this chili cook-off. And this virtual chili cook-off. And we are right at about $50,000 right now as we speak. Oh, wait a minute. We're at $60,000 as we speak right now. And we want to get that number to $100,000 because number one, you, Rich, said we could have the best chili cook-off ever. So I think that's important. But secondly, it takes an entire village in order to meet the demands that we necessarily need right now for our kids and teens. So I know that I've had the privilege of eating some hot peppers over the last several weeks. And I tell you what, man, it was rough on my body, but it was so worth it because my board is participating in this, the community is participating, and everyone that's watching this tape right now is part of our future.
I hope we can maybe show a couple of those clips of you eating those peppers because they were actually very entertaining. You do, well, just so much, and your passion is just unbelievable. But I did say this could be the best year ever, and a lot of people kind of gave me some funny looks when I've been saying that. Oh, you're not gonna be able to do it virtual. Well, listen. We can do anything we put our minds to it. You got to just have a can-do attitude. And that's why you and I work so well together. And that's why this board works so well, because your passion just is so, it motivates everybody well.
Yes, sir.
And I just appreciate you, man. And we're going to get to that $100,000 level. There's no doubt in my mind. So for everybody tuning in tonight, this is going to be a great time. We're going to have a blast, and just keep our kids in mind. That's what it's all about. It's all about the kids, their future, and making them great. So.
And with that, let's have some fun.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining me, Rich.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate
you, brother. As we close this out, there's some numbers that are coming across your screen. First of all, you can either go snail mail if you want to send us in a donation. You could go on our website, www.bgcofsoc.org. You'll see all the fun and cool things that we're doing. And you could also call us. You can call us at 772-460-9918. And you could give us, you could talk to someone. You can either call me, talk to me directly, Will Armstead, obviously CEO of Boys and Girls Clubs. You could talk to Melanie Wiles, who's the Chief Operating Officer. And you could talk to Jack Barrett, who's the Vice President of Development. And one of us will be more than happy to direct you to the right place to mail in your donations.
You talk about the website too, Will? Did you mention that at all?
I did, but you can reiterate it.
Well, I memorized it just for this, so I want to make sure I got it. That's the oh, sorry, my arm's a little too big.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the website you want to go to. See, if you eat your chili, that's what you get right there. But no, that's the website right there you want to go to, bgcofslc.org. That's what it's all about. You can donate directly there, and yeah, it's going to be just an awesome event. So thank you all for all your donations, and keep them coming. And hey, if you want a free selfie, I'll come out and take a selfie with your donation. Got to wear a mask.
Richard,
though.
Listen.
Got to wear a little mask, but
Rich,
we'll be
okay,
ready to go.
So why don't I just put this out there? Just right ahead. Just let's put it out there. If we raise $1 over $100,000, you will do a selfie with the first 50 people that contact you.
Time, anywhere, name it, I'm there, brother. Let's do it.
50 people. If we go $1 over $100,000.
Get a selfie with the Selfie King, and I'll be glad to come anywhere you're at. And, you know, I hope I'm in as good a shape still by that time, but we'll do it, man. We'll have a good time.
Awesome.
So,
awesome. Looking forward to this.
It's G with 1590 WPSL's morning show, and wow, chili cook-off time again. We're back at the chili cook-off for Boys and Girls Clubs, and we didn't have to even leave the studio this year. It's been that kind of year, 2020. Well, need I say more? But I love the fact that the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County didn't let COVID find a way to derail this event this year. After all, it's been 38 years. And as I have over the past several years, I will once again introduce the awesome Little Miss Chili performers. And first, we've got Azaria Stanley. She's 8 years old. She's been a member for 2 years at the Garden Terrace Club, and she loves to dance and loves her family. Her favorite place to go, Skate Factory. And when she grows up, she wants to be a doctor. She wants to take care of people. And now, she'll dance for you. Ladies and gentlemen, Azaria Stanley.
Hey there, it's Evan Nye, the voice of your New York Mets and the St. Lucie Mets. The Chili Cook-Off is such a staple to this community, and I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm here to introduce last year's chili winner, Dr. Ravi of Tradition Family Chiropractic, and his wife, Roshni Patel of Tradition Parkway Dental Care, as they cook their winning recipe just for you. Dr. Ravi was generous enough to share his winning recipe with us, and it's there for you to download at bgcofslc.org, so you can have your own chili challenge in your home. Now, in true baseball fashion, allow me to introduce them to you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here they are, Dr. Ravi and his wife, Roshni Patel. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ravi from Tradition Family Chiropractic.
Hi, I'm Dr. Roshni Patel at Tradition Parkway Dental Care.
And this year, our theme for the Boys and Girls 38th Annual Chili Cook-Off is the Magic School Bus.
Yeah, we're super excited. We do this every year because we love having kids come through our offices, and this is something that we love to do every year to give back.
Not only giving back, but it's also about making sure that they have great opportunities for their future. And we believe that the Boys and Girls Club does this for our community. And so that's why we always participate in this event, because we know it's our kids and their future.
Exactly. So today what we're planning on doing for all of you is making our award-winning chili, so that way we can share this with all of you. As you can see, we were very fortunate to win this last year as our office is partnered, and he has so graciously
giving you guys
the opportunity
to make this at home, so you can challenge yourself and others to see which recipe you like the best. All right, so to make this award-winning chili, we actually have the recipe here that we're going to be following. First, you start off with 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. So you just put that right into the mix. Make sure you have the stove on.
That would help.
All right, so we have that going while the coconut oil is melting, which is going to be melted very shortly. We're going to throw in some organic
sugar. Brown sugar.
Brown sugar. This is going to help get a sweet taste in the chili. And so what we're going to use is we're going to use 2 tablespoons of sugar.
And parents, as much as possible, as he said, organic sugar. I know our little ones love to have sugar in their meals, but this is just something that we like to try to make you as part of Tradition Family Chiropractic. We focus on health and nutrition. So really making sure that you're using the right ingredients is the best way that you can get the best chili. All right, and the important step in this part is really making sure that your oil is hot enough before you put the spices and the sugar in that he'll venture to in a second, just so it dissolves really well. Hopefully this caramelizes nicely.
So the goal, what you're doing here is going to caramelize the sugar. And while this is caramelizing, we're going to go ahead and get our spices ready. And the spices that we're using is going to be an Indian mix. And that's through here.
Okay, we have them all pre-mixed, but really it's a matter of whatever, any Indian spice will work. You can find those in at Publix, any local grocery store, or even one of the, I know Bravo carries it. So just look in the ethnic aisle and you'll find any spices that you would like in there. Should I put it?
Normally takes a good 3 to 5 minutes for the sugar to caramelize. Now it's going through. And we're getting ready to...
So as you can see, the sugar's melted quite a bit, and that's what you want it to appear like when it's ready to throw in the spices.
Make sure we get the focus on that.
Yeah. It's
Perfect.
just...
Wash the wooden spoon. Wash the wooden spoon. All right, so I'm going to throw this in, and then we need to do the chopped garlic and really quick.
Okie dokes. Now don't be scared, you are going to get a lot of splatter with this.
You're going to get a lot of sounds and popping sounds. Definitely okay.
Should I get... Should I throw this in?
No, I'm going to go with the... All right, Miss Frizzle, we're ready to go.
Awesome. So what I just threw in was your garlic and your jalapenos. Make sure you... And you have to be quick when you're making this and make sure you're stirring it well. Thank you. A wooden spoon will help stir this just in case so it doesn't stick. And just make sure you're letting that cook nicely. And once these have melted a little bit, that's when you can add the next ingredients.
So you always want to stir it so the sugar doesn't clump together with everything, or else you'll be biting into sugar.
You'll get a lot of chunks in there.
All right. Now we're going to throw in some of the onions, all the onions. you let this cook for about 10 minutes. All right, so now we're gonna throw in the ground turkey. The ground turkey is actually pre-seasoned with some greens, so like parsley, cilantro, and other Indian spices, garam masala. And you want to break it up really well so you get the small pieces of the turkey. So you want to break up the turkey chunks in pieces once again. And we're going to allow this to cook for 10 minutes on medium heat for 15 minutes, sorry.
So like you can see, it's all been broken up finely. It kind of has that scrambled egg consistency once it's cooked down. Four small biscuits. Okay, once your meat has been cooked, now we're going to add about 4 tomatoes. These have been pre-cut.
Diced tomatoes.
And then you can also throw in your kidney beans, which is going to be about a can of that. When do the bell peppers? Oh.
You can also throw in your bell peppers or any other vegetables that you please to put in at this point. Now we're also going to throw in our 60 ounces of the fire roasted tomato sauce.
You can see here. That just adds some tartness and also some spice to it as well.
So we're going to throw in some tomato paste as well. Because it's a thick consistency, we like to make it a little watery so it can boil. So we're going to put in some chicken broth, roughly a half a cup of chicken broth.
Awesome. So once this is all combined, you really want to let this simmer for a good 20 minutes or so.
Barbecue sauce, just to make it a little tangy.
About 3 tablespoons.
All right, and what we're going to do now is we're going to put some pepper sauce. This brings out the spice and the chili. This is homemade pepper sauce. So this is the secret ingredient of our chili. We can't give you guys the real recipe of this.
Oh yeah, do we need salt?
So in the turkey, I had pre-seasoned the turkey with some salt, and so you want to salt at the end, just testing it out to see if you like it. You can always add the salt. We use the pink Himalayan salt for that.
Pink Himalayan salt you can also find at where we got ours from Sam's Club, Publix, but
Walmart.
this is, what's the great benefit of it?
Helps to replace minerals that we're deficient in, especially with our diet, our nutrition. So it helps to replace all those deficiencies. It's not processed and it's all natural. Ta-da! Our chili's done.
Wahoo! Thank you for joining us on the Magic School Bus. I hope that all of you enjoyed it and that you try this recipe on your own, because I know Lizzie and Ralphie, we both had fun with you guys trying to make this recipe.
Let's try it.
Yay! That's great.
Awesome.
Wow, wasn't that awesome? Up next, we've got All-Pro wide receiver from Miami Dolphins, Albert Wilson. Cannot wait to see what he's doing for the club.
What's up, St. Lucie County? It's your very own Albert Wilson. We recently partnered with the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County for its virtual chili cook-off. Funds raised would directly benefit our youth through life skill development programs and social justice initiatives. I would like to nominate our Executive Director, Jamal May, to eat a chili pepper for the cause. 772, be safe, stay blessed, wear your mask. We need justice for Breonna Taylor. The Albert Wilson Foundation strives to change the destiny of children in foster care and serve as a voice and an agent of change dedicated to raising awareness for social justice and racial equality.
My name's Maggie. I've been a Boys and Girls Club employee for almost 2 years now. I initially started working with Boys and Girls Club because my career path is to become a teacher. Through this job, I've learned how to connect with kids and approach situations that I didn't know how to approach before. I like playing sports with the kids and doing arts and crafts. For these things, we need certain supplies, and your donations help with that.
My name is Tommy, and I'm the Director of Education and Programs with Boys and Girls Clubs of St. Lucie County. It is my honor to be able to introduce this next young lady. Amy is our 2020 Youth of the Year. Recently, Amy competed virtually with over 40 teens from across the state of Florida in the areas of essay writing, public speaking, and interview skills. Out of those 40 teens, Amy placed in the top 5 as a finalist. We are so proud of Amy. Now, you wouldn't know it from talking to Amy, but she's overcome a lot of adversity in her life. Depression is a strong thing, and not a lot of people talk about it. But for Amy, depression actually took control of her life. Moving between Florida and New York and trying to make friends over and over again, it took its toll on Amy. If it wasn't for the Boys and Girls Club and the resources that the Boys and Girls Club offers, I'm not sure that Amy would be here with us today. She found an outlet for her depression in the weightlifting room at the Chuck Hill Clubhouse. She realized that all of those negative feelings and anger that she had in her heart, she could translate that into physical fitness and helping others. And she says that when she lifts weights, that it's just like a burden is lifted off of her shoulders. Amy is going into her senior year of high school and is the captain of her weightlifting team. She teaches others that while they might feel one way today, that they shouldn't act on those feelings because your feelings can change tomorrow, negatively or positively. She's a great role model to other teens in the community and is a great spokesperson for anti-depression and anti-bullying. Amy says that the staff at the Boys and Girls Club are like her second family. She confides in them when she has problems and comes to them for advice. The work that Boys and Girls Clubs of St. Lucie County does changes and saves lives, and Amy is a living testament of that. However, the work that we do wouldn't be possible without supporters like you. Well, without further ado, let's hear from our 2020 Youth of the Year, Amy.
My name is Amy Dos Santos. I've been with the Boys and Girls Club for almost 9 years now, in September, I think. And I am the 2020 St. Lucie County Youth of the Year. Some of the duties that I've had so far was, we did a teen talk with some of the other teens in the county, and we basically, it was a conversation between everybody, and I was a moderator with, I want to say 5 other people. We spoke about all the events that's happening now with COVID and the Black Lives Matter movement and how we feel about everything. With that really gave me a better perspective of what other teens are feeling, what they're thinking about. In my own opinion, when we started the Career Source program for the summer, I was chosen to go into the the county administrative office to be a receptionist and to be of any help. One lady came up to me and said, "You're really lucky to be in this position now because it's very rare for someone to be in administration, normally they would have the teenagers helping out in a lower department. So in my own head, I said, oh, I'm used to the year, so they probably put me here because of that. So for about 8 years, I was bullied, and in between there, I moved a lot. So I never felt like I was really home. And it was just, I felt a lot of homesickness and not really in a stable, I've never felt stable. So from the beginning of high school, I started struggling with a lot of anxiety, then turned to depression, then turned into nearly suicidal. Well, suicidal.
Say it, it's okay. Because what you say about that is what somebody who's thinking about it is going to hear. And they're going to know that there's help out there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay to use the S word.
For freshman year was kind of a slow year. It normally is. But when sophomore year came, that's when I really felt lost. I was going to the Boys and Girls Club, but I didn't start making connections toward people until sophomore year. In sophomore year, I actually competed in the Youth of the Year program, but I didn't win that year. So that kind of taught me that maybe I need to work on myself a little bit more before going into this. So I had sit downs, I had kind of like a therapy session with our club director at the time, Ms. Candace, and our team director, which was Ms. Jasmine. They taught me how to love myself. They taught me the different perspectives of the world and how to look at the world different. I went through so much, like so many episodes where I just wanted to give up, and they motivated me to keep trying and to work on myself. In junior year, I applied for the Youth of the Year, and I won for club. Then it was a very long process of how can we break her out of her shell. For months, I would stay late at the Boys and Girls Club, and there were a lot of moments where I just cried the entire time. I had to literally come out of my shell. I had to break out of it, and it was so hard. But during that, for some reason, I never felt like this was it. This is when I give up. I knew that going every day was gonna bring me closer to where I am now. Winning county, it just made me, it was a really awe moment. I didn't realize how much I changed over those months until they said Amy is the winner. And it was so much release. It was like a weight lifted off my chest, and I realized how much I changed for the better. Little girl inside of me, you are stronger than you would ever believe. Little girl, if only you understood the power that lives inside of you, the power to shatter glass ceilings and break down generational strongholds. Little girl, don't be sad. The strength to overcome, it's a part of you. I have learned that the true meaning of strength is having the power to reinvent your story. No matter what life throws my way, with the right mindset and the determination to succeed, my power is limitless. When I did Youth of the Year for my junior year last year, they pushed me, and they pushed me to do it, and I was like, no, this is not for me, it's too much stress and I can't do this. But they made me do it anyway, and I won club from there, it was late nights. We were working on essays. We were working on the speech. We had to rewrite the speech so many times. And it was just, once it got to like, I want to say 9 o'clock, it was time to cry. So we would talk about my trauma. We would talk about the relationship I have with my mom. And we've had times when my mom came in and we would have a sit down and I would just let her know everything that was going on with me. There was so much that I didn't tell her, that I wasn't comfortable enough telling her, that I was now comfortable. And we had one moment, I had to go on the stage and I had to scream for my mom. And I had to pretend as if she was basically going to kill herself. That really helped me come out of it. That was a major step that I needed to take. And it showed me that it wasn't my mom that I was thinking of, it was me. I had to call for myself, the broken part of myself, and heal her. So Miss Candace and Miss Jasmine and a few other staff members, they really pushed me to the point where I don't have a shell anymore.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
So for my senior year, I will officially, hopefully, be working at the Chuck Hill Boys and Girls Club as a staff. I also would like to be a counselor to the kids, because I know there's a lot of kids out there who are being bullied and who had the same thoughts that I did, and I want to be that person. I want to be the Miss Candace for that person.
That's awesome. Do you think you could recognize a younger version of yourself in some of the kids that you see in the clubs because of what you've experienced?
I definitely see myself in other kids, and it kind of scares me because I know what I went through. I know I felt every atom in my body wanting to just let go. And I could see that in some kids, and it's really sad and it's really scary that there are kids out there who felt what I felt. But to know that I have the potential to help them and to come out of that, I'm almost proud of myself in a way that I could.
No, almost.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself in that way. That I know that I could help others, and that's really what I love doing. I love being able to help other people. That's kind of what inspired me to want to go into the nursing field. My mom, when she was pregnant with my sister, it was a really bad pregnancy, so she had to stay in the hospital longer. And I told my mom, I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm going to stay in the hospital with you, and I'm going to take care of you, and I'm going to take care of my little sister. And that's what I ended up doing. And I want to say we were in the hospital for like 3 weeks. And beginning of high school, I didn't have a relationship with my mom. It was more of an acknowledgement that she was in the house and I would be by myself. Doing Youth of the Year, I really got to have a connection with my mom. I told her, I expressed to her everything that I felt, and we really had a connection. We had to sit down, and it was a heart to heart. Yeah, so now our relationship is very much different than what it was before, and I'm happy for that.
Very nice. Perfect. You're perfect.
Hi, I'm Major Brian Hester with St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office, and I'm also a board member with the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County. One thing I want to tell you about today is that with our ever-changing environment with relation to COVID-19 and in our community, our #1 priority here at the Boys and Girls Club is the safety in our clubhouses. Also in our community is law enforcement. Safety is our #1 priority. I do have my mask here today, but there's no one around me, as you can see. So with social distancing and no one being around, I can take my mask off. Your donations, your contributions to the chili cook-off, which is way different this year than it's ever been before because it's a virtual chili cook-off. It is incumbent upon our teams and our community to still support the Boys and Girls Club. We still are providing services to kids in our community, and safety is our #1 priority in our community. So with your funds, with your donations, your support of the chili cook-off, your support of the Boys and Girls Club, we'll be able to continue to serve all the children and boys and girls in our community and do it in a safe manner. Thank you.
One of my favorite parts of the chili cook-off is the teams. Many years ago, and we've always done it at the Fenn Center. For many years, we've always had great team participation, different themes, and it was always fun to go check out the different booths and see what our teams are doing to generate excitement about the Boys and Girls Club, raise money, and of course, taste their chili. Well, this year it's a little bit different. As you know, we have a virtual chili cook-off this year. Still a lot of fun, still a lot of participation from teams, and we just could not do it without them. They have raised so much money this year, already going into the chili cook-off, pre-fundraising, and are continuing to do it today. So you're gonna get to see a couple of videos right now of our teams, what they're doing, and still generating that excitement for our kids. So.
Hello? Joey, it's Ross. I need some help.
Chandler's not here.
Well, you can help me.
Okay.
Listen, I'm in Clover Park's kitchen.
Nice.
Listen, I'm trying to make our famous chili for the chili cook-off this weekend, but I can't seem to remember the recipe. I can't remember it, Joey, I just can't.
Huh. That's quite the situation. Do you see any chili powder?
Chili powder? Yeah, I have chili powder.
Okay, good. Sprinkle some of that on the meat, and that'll help absorb the moisture, and that'll make the chili taste better.
Yeah, okay, hold on. This isn't working, man.
Do you see any salsa?
Oh, I see tomato sauce. I have sauce. Is that gonna work?
Yeah, sure. Throw some of that on there.
All right, hold on.
Ross, are you okay?
It's not working out, okay? And the sauce and the powder have made a paste.
Really? What color is it?
What difference does that make?
Well, if the paste matches the meat, you can make yourself some awesome chili, and they won't even know the difference.
Hi, I'm Commissioner Linda Bartz, but I'm also a board member for the Boys and Girls Club. I'm here to talk a little bit about what we do and how proud I am to be a part of this organization. Boys and Girls Club jumped in when we shut down because of COVID-19. They have fed families, children. They are making sure with many partners that we are continuing to feed our children. And I'm going to tell you, that doesn't happen by ourselves. So again, thank you to our partners. Today I want to tell you about a favorite event of mine. I have been honored to be chair of the Chili Cook-Off, and this year it'll be our 38th. It's going to be different. Everything is different right now, but we're doing it virtual. Please get involved. We can't do the programs for the children without raising funds. I ask everybody to get out there. This has to do with scholarships, feeding our children, after school programs. So I just ask you, come on, join in the fun. Let's eat chili together.
Hi, I'm Kelly Burgess, and I'm representing Signature Property Managers here with my co-workers Kathy Olson, Stephanie Harris, and Don Hale. We're Team Signature with a baseball stripe for 1994, and we're so happy and proud to be representing and helping the Boys and Girls Club for all the children of the community. Ready, girls? Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Okay, and
please log on to bgcofslc.org to support our team, Signature Property Management, and the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County.
Woo!
Welcome to Center Estate. I'm Daniel.
I'm Catherine.
I'm Kathy. And we are here to invite you to the 2020 Chili Cook-Off virtual activity, which we are happy to be part of.
Okay, so Center State Bank has done a financial part in helping the children with our future children of St. Lucie County to learn about finances and to get them to saving money and learning about money. We got some books here. We have different types of books for all of them. You know, lunch money, careers, dog days. All these books have been donated from Center State Bank to help the children at Boys and Girls Club.
Yes, I am. And the thing is, I don't have one favorite thing, one favorite one to go to for the chili cook-off. All of them are my favorite. Everything's different. Everyone has different things going on. And the kids, they are very talented and they learn a lot of things. So I love about the Boys and Club Chili Cook-Off.
Remember, we're very happy to be part of this project and be part of the community as a community bank. So always remember to stay positive during this time.
Hi, I'm State Senator Gail Harrell, and I am here to help the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County celebrate the Chili Cook-Off. As you know, this year because of COVID, we can't do it in person. This was always one of my favorite events, and I so wish we could all be there together eating that wonderful chili. And oh, some of it was so spicy last year. But this year, we're gonna watch it on our computers. So make sure that you get all ready to do it, and together, we're gonna watch the Boys and Girls Club celebrate that giant chili cook-off. So join me together, we're gonna do it.
But now you might be wondering, why's he got this hard hat on? Well, I wanted to take a moment to introduce and recognize our title sponsors, A&G Concrete Pools. No, I do not know how to build a pool, folks. I'm very talented in certain areas, but that's one of the things I leave to the professionals, and A&G's been doing it for over 30 years in our community. They are the #1 pool builder in the state of Florida, right here on the Treasure Coast. They do so much for our kids at the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County. Owners Art Allen and Travis Leonard, Hall of Famers in my book in terms of giving back to the community. You've taught me so much about giving back to this community and about just giving yourselves and serving others that I just want to take a moment to recognize you and thank you. And as a matter of fact, the first time I ever met Travis, actually several years ago, was at my first Boys and Girls Club event, at an event called Steak and Steak, which is actually coming up. I'll do a little shameless plug for October here. But our Steak and Steak event's one of our signature events, and I met Travis there. And I've met so many other great people through the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County. And St. Lucie County just has such a giving community. And I've met all these people and they've taught me so much about serving other people and really just giving back. So Travis, on behalf of our board of directors, our staff here at the Boys and Girls Club, and of course our kids, we just want to say thank you for what you do for our kids, for being our title sponsor. We hope you're going to step up, be our title sponsor next year. You obviously get first right of refusal, just like in your pool contract. That's in your title sponsor contract right there. But look forward to many more great memories with you guys. So thank you both. We love you. Thank you.
Throughout this whole fundraising for the Chili Cook-Off, A&G Pool's name has been thrown out around for title sponsorship, for raising money for the funds. It's going to be our 4th year in a row being a title sponsor for the Chili Cook-Off. We decided last year at the Chili Cook-Off, we, meaning her, forced us to go ahead and do this Woodstock thing, which we've had a blast with it. Unfortunately, with the whole coronavirus and COVID-19, we've had to go a little virtual, do a little things a little bit different. But we've got an amazing team here at A&G Pools. We've been called out by a couple people to go ahead and eat a chili. So eat a little hot pepper chili. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take on that challenge as a team, as a family, and we're going to go ahead and challenge each and every one of you to donate at least $10 to the organization, to the fund. Let's go ahead and keep these kids in school. Let's keep these kids fed. Let's go ahead and get this community back to where it should be. Cheers. Well, I don't understand what you're crying about. That's not that bad.
Okay.
I mean, like seriously, like you see Will in his videos. He's got the milk. All right, well, hold on. A little bit right now.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe I spoke a little too soon on that one.
Yeah. True, just
Oh, yeah,
a
yeah,
little
bad.
bit more.
Well, not that bad. Oh, Richie, I gotta get Richie on this one. Yeah, I haven't seen Rich Del Toro eat a pepper. Anybody seen him eat a pepper?
I haven't seen it.
No. But I tell you what, you can borrow my hair, Richie, because not bad. I gotta tell you, it's not bad. Well, you know, Philip Bush, dear friend of mine, Southern Eagle, great contributor to kids, great donator to the organization. I haven't seen him eat a pepper either. You okay there, love? You should have ate the red one. It's not that bad. You want to trade?
No.
No?
You better get to eat.
It's not that bad. Right?
Really?
So you need all the seeds too.
Oh, man.
No, they said the seeds are the bad ones. Don't eat the seeds.
Seeds are making it hotter and hotter as I go along.
That's not bad. Will, kids, Boys and Girls Club, this is for you guys. Love you guys. Let's make this event as good as we possibly can. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Hi everyone. I'm here today to speak to you about the 38th annual Boys and Girls Club annual Chili Cook-Off. This year, because of COVID-19, we'll be doing it a little differently. We'll be doing it on your handheld devices or your computers in virtuality. This is a great event. Each and every year I look forward to it, to taste all the spicy and different chilies that the people provide. But it's a great, worthwhile event that raises much needed funds for the children of our community.
Well, first and foremost, I wanted to thank Howard Tipton, the county administrator, for allowing us the opportunity, Boys and Girls Clubs, to work with their program, St. Lucie Works.
St. Lucie Works.
Which has been an amazing program for us. Into the future, rather, with their program has allowed many of our kids or teens across St. Lucie County to get jobs. And I believe how we're at just over 50 kids that are working. And, you know, Amy, who is our Youth of the Year, has just done remarkable here. I know she's very excited, and we talked to some other kids so far that are just really super excited about this opportunity.
Well, you know, St. Lucie County is pleased to be a part of this, and we've had, through this whole COVID-19 experience, I mean, we're standing here talking to you with masks on, so, I mean, we're still in the throes of this thing, and when we were looking initially at what was happening in the community, we started to pull back on our funding, and we started to, as you might imagine, start to think about how do we conserve things. And as we got into the summer program, and we're working with the Boys and Girls Club on kind of babysitting and childcare issues, and then we're working on food distribution, and then we get into conversations, and we started thinking about why would we pull back on young people getting work experience now when maybe this is the most important time.
Yes.
And so even though things are changing, we want to make sure that we're still providing our young people who are our future these opportunities. And so it's really an exciting opportunity for us to partner. We do believe that St. Lucie works, and we want to make sure that we're living that every day. So thank you, Will, for your leadership too.
I know I would be remiss that you were just seeing if you could get me when you said the babysitting. We actually do youth development,
right?
But I knew you were just checking to see if I knew what we actually did.
Just checking with you.
Just checking. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. But
I was thinking more about the child care that we were developing for our essential workers, for the essential workers,
essential work as well. That was an amazing program.
Yeah.
I mean, that program allowed, first of all, for me to understand how you guys operate. And before this pandemic, I think I spoke to the county maybe 3 times a year.
Right.
Now I'm speaking to the county 5-6 times a day. And that's an amazing feat for us. And I know across Florida, my colleagues are like watching how we're doing business. And the way we're doing it is very thoughtful. And I think the benefits are enriching the entire community.
Yeah.
I just want to back up on the job, the whole, your program. The kids that we're serving are the kids that need the jobs. They're kids that would typically have some kind of job, but some of those jobs are being filled by adults. So for you and your teams to allow our kids the opportunity to come and learn some of the skills that they're learning has been remarkable.
Yeah, the workplace is changing. COVID-19 is showing us how it's changing, but at some point you still have to be able to come into the office. You still have to be able to work in a work environment. And having Amy, who obviously is an extraordinarily talented young lady here, learning about what the county does, learning about what administration does on a daily basis, gives her at least a glimpse into the future. And from a public service perspective, sometimes we have a hard time getting young people to think about public service as a future job. And so nationwide, we think about all these people getting ready to retire. We want these young people coming in and thinking that public service is still a very good opportunity for them, both as a profession and a career, but also in terms of a sense of the opportunity to give back to the community in which they live.
Well, my last perspective is that I can't wait till this video is shown so that I can show it to the rest of my colleagues across the state, to show them how public and private can work together to benefit our kids. And hopefully this could be a national model where during pandemics or crisis that public and private work together.
It really has been. I mean, Will mentioned that we didn't meet that often beforehand. It was a missed opportunity because they are doing so much that we can take advantage of, and some of the things that we're doing they can take advantage of. It really is a partnership, so we appreciate that very much.
Thank you, sir. I guess we can't shake hands.
We'll do that.
I'd always felt love from my family, right? And my father was in my life. My mother was our primary caretaker as well as our grandparents. Me and my sister, we both attended the Boys and Girls Club in St. Lucie County. But if it weren't for the club, I, without a shadow of a doubt and with no hesitation, say I don't know who I would be today and even where I would be at today. The club afforded me and my sister both so many opportunities that we would not have experienced had we not attended the Boys and Girls Club. And I don't mean just like superficial things, right? Like, you know, getting to go on field trips or coming to play with other teens and kids in the area. But I mean just life-changing to where you like truly excel with exposure. From like the college trips that we go on, that's how I chose to go to Florida State, or even get comfortable walking on a college campus by attending PowerPoint classes at Indian River Community College at the time. That's what Mr. Marcus signed us up for when I was in the 8th grade. But then even something that I will always remember and never forget is in 2002 when Mr. Marcus took myself and about 8 other of our peers all the way to Anaheim, California for the National Keystone Conference. And Keystone is a character and leadership development program at Boys and Girls Club. And for myself, a kid from Fort Pierce who had never been on a plane, had only traveled out of the state of Florida once, and that was to visit family in Georgia, I couldn't fathom how we were gonna get us, who went to this club, to California and get on a flight to go there. But Mr. Marcus always taught us that you don't have to have a lot of money to have fun, and you can make things happen if you truly believe that you can. And he instilled such a fearlessness in me that that's how I lead my life even now, just be courageous. Because that trip happened. And for me, that was like a launching pad that anything I want to happen in my life, it can. So grateful for the Boys and Girls Club for all of the exposure that it provided for myself and my peers as well, because without it, I don't know who and where I would be at today. I wouldn't have had the courage to apply even for a job in Atlanta. I wouldn't have had the courage to believe that I could live outside of even Fort Pierce, or to think that I could go off to college. I even think back, and I feel like I'm about to get emotional, but right here in this same room, my senior year of high school, I had a research paper due at the end of the year, and we didn't have a computer at home. And it was a Saturday, I would never forget, and Mr. Marcus opened up the club on a Saturday morning so that I could come here and finish my research paper. My senior year of high school, I would never forget that. That's something he did not have to do, and that just goes to show you the lengths that club staff and local club professionals will go to make sure that their club members excel and succeed and make their dreams come true. So.
My name is Dee Bowman. I got involved with the Boys and Girls Club in 1994. I'm a first year and founding board member. I was asked to join the board by Linda Dushonic, who was then executive director of the Housing Authority, and I've never regretted it one day. I also got very close to one of our youths of the year named Claudia, and I haven't talked to her recently, but I hear that she's a nurse now, and I hope I get to see her again soon. First of all, we have come a long, long, long way. When the board was first developed and the club started, we actually had 2 clubhouses, a teen center and another clubhouse at Garden City. We were slow in starting because people didn't know anything about Boys and Girls Club, who they were. They were mistaking us with big brothers and big sisters, so it was very difficult to get other units started at that time. There's so many people that when I think of Boys and Girls Club, they come to mind. One of them is Mac Micholi. He was a founding board member and our first president, and he was also a club kid, so he could relate to the need of Boys and Girls Club in this area, and he was so passionate about it. And it literally took at least 10 years until we were well known in the community and people actually understood what we did. I remember being in charge of a fundraiser one time, and I was going from business to get donations for this particular fundraiser. My last stop was a pack and ship, and to be honest with you, I did not want to go in, but I'm so glad I did. I went in there and I asked the man for a donation, and he immediately said yes, which is not always the case. He told me that one of his employees had a son, she was a single parent, wasn't able to do anything with him until he went to Boys and Girls Club. And now he's a productive part of our community. Again, thanks to Boys and Girls Club. In 1994, I got involved with the Boys and Girls Club because I'm a former educator. And though I was in a different field now, I missed working with children so much, and I knew the importance of children having a good education, having a safe place to go after school, and someone that cared about them.
Everybody, smelly cat, what are they feeding you?
Oh my gosh.
gosh, you guys, can you believe it's that time of year for the Boys and Girls Clubs of St. Lucie County Chili Cook-Off?
Real. I know. The Boys and Girls Club really know how to throw a virtual party.
Who would have thought of a virtual chili cook-off? Only Will Armstead could come up with something like that. Talk about friends. We'll have some amazing friends to help support the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County.
Joey, did you enter this year? I think you have a great shot at winning.
But of course, I entered and I already won. Supporting this group of kids is a big enough win for me.
I hear you. Isn't this their 25th year?
Yeah, 25 years ago when we didn't have to wear these masks, right? I mean, but think about that. 25 years of dedication and commitment to the Boys and Girls Club in St. Lucie County. It's amazing. Ross, not that you would know anything about that.
Okay, you're so funny. Rachel, you know I'll be there for you.
I don't know about that, but I do know that we will be there for the Boys and Girls Clubs of St. Lucie County Chili Cook-Off this evening. So I'm super excited to be here.
I'll be there for you. Wheels on, the cook-off's about to start.
Awesome.
Well, hello and welcome to the virtual Chili Cook-Off 2020. The COVID-19 experience continues for us, and it continues to be a strange ride, but we appreciate everybody's support for the Boys and Girls Club through the Chili Cook-Off. St. Lucie County has been a strong supporter of this event. This year, breaking our own fundraising record by raising more than $21,000. But I need to add to that, and let me just go back for a second and say, as this mask slides down, that the theme this year is kind of going back to 1994. And in 1994, I was a younger deputy county administrator in Orange County. And I was trying to think of something that I could bring back from that time. And there's not many things I can bring back from that time, starting with my waistline and my hairline. But there was one part of it that I could, and so I thought about that, and so I issued actually a challenge this morning to my leadership team, and I said, you know what, we've raised $21,000, which is amazing, it's a new record, but what if we could raise more? And if we can raise more, and the initial challenge was $500, I'd shave off my mustache, which I have not done in a long time. And so in about an hour, we raised more than $1,000. And so now St. Lucie County will be contributing $22,000 to the Chili Cook-Off and the Boys and Girls Club, and we are proud to do so. And so I now share with you, hopefully, a younger face, and but with much appreciation for our community coming together once again, even virtually, and showing that we can be supportive of programs for our youth and making sure that we're investing in tomorrow. So thank you all so much for being a part of the Chili Cook-Off, and I will be sporting my new look for a little while now. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Holt, and I've been working with the Boys and Girls Club for 2 years now. This summer I'm working at the Mid-Florida Event Center, and you guys, your donations have helped us to provide this summer program for our kids, as well as helped get supplies for my children who cannot attend on site to the virtual art class that I teach.
So I'm so excited about our teams. I know you're going to enjoy their videos, so sit back and enjoy some of our teams right now.
Hey, we're Team A&G. Part of the celebration we're doing for the Boys and Girls Club Chili Cook-Off this year, celebrating Woodstock 25th anniversary to tie into the 25th anniversary for the Boys and Girls Club. We've been blessed this year to not only build beautiful pools, but raise a ton of money for the Boys and Girls Club. We are very happy and proud to say we've raised over $7,000 already with a partnership of many good people that take good care of us in this community. We are here, we are proud. Please join us in our fundraising. Please go to www.bgcofslc.org and help us raise some more money for the kids.
Cool.
I'm Jack Kelly with the St. Lucie County Boys and Girls Club, and I've been with them for 25 years. I grew up in a Boys and Girls Club up in Connecticut. It was a whole different deal. We had a huge swimming pool, we had full-size gymnasium, billiard balls, just everything that you could want. And I was so thankful for that because I was not a fortunate son. So it was a place that I learned to do everything. I learned to play ball, I learned to swim, I learned to fight, I learned everything in the Boys and Girls Club. And moved here 30 years ago, and after I was here for a little while in my Lions Club, one of the guys that was on my committee there with us, I think he was vice president at the time with me, invited me to come to a meeting for this thing that they were calling the New Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County. And that's it. That was the meeting. I stayed with it. I owe the Boys and Girls Club for all the years when I was a kid, and I'm so happy to be with them and the people. That was Chuck Hill, by the way, who invited me to come into it. And that was the very first year with Mayor Miskey and Mr. Danahauer and the whole crew. It was a great starting crew, and it grew and grew and grew. I think within 6 or 7 years, we were the fastest growing, maybe a little longer, fastest growing Boys and Girls Club in the Southeast United States. And we've done all these things. We've had golf tournaments. We've had all kinds of things to raise money for the kids. And one of the big ones that we have now for the last 10 years is the chili cook-off, which is a lot of fun. And I guess I'm not going to get to partake. I got fired. I was a final judge there. It's a true story. I got fired. I was a final judge. We have different judges. We have the beginning judges, and then we pick all the chili, and then the final judges decide. And there's maybe 6 or 8, something like that, left of the chilies, and you go through. And I like my chili. And I was there judging the final ones and going through them all. And I was eating a little bit too much and kept tasting them and kept tasting them. It would be nice if I left some for the other judges. So I got fired. They fired me from the job at that time. So I am no longer a final judge, but I love our chili cook-off. I love the Boys and Girls Club, and I'll always be with them. I'm still with them. And I'll never leave. They were wonderful to me, and I appreciate it. And I'm very, very lucky to be associated with the Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jack Barrett, Vice President of Resource Development here at the Boys and Girls Clubs of St. Lucie County. Thank you for joining us tonight. You'll be seeing in the upcoming video the teens at our local Percy Peak Center wanted to get involved and create their own chili cook-off, and they wanted to see if they could beat our previous champion, Tom Moran, who will be coming up later in the show. In speed eating, they were, let's just say they were extremely enthusiastic until they started eating their chili. You'll see that in the upcoming video, and again, thank you for joining us tonight, and text to donate. 2, 3. All right, here we go.
Okay, folks, up next, we've got 4-time speed-eating chili champion Tom Moran. Get your chili bowls ready. Let's see if you can take him on and beat him. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 38th Annual Boys and Girls Club of St. Lucie County Chili Cook-Off, which is being held virtually this year, where we raise funds for the youth of St. Lucie County. I reached my $500 goal, so we are going to conduct the fastest chili eater in the South contest. Everybody knows the rules. 10 ounces of chili. You can measure that out. Oh, that might be a little bit. You guys get a head start. All right. 10 ounces of chili, no tricks. 2 saltine crackers. Bowl stays on the table the entire time. We want you to follow along at home and see if you can beat my time. I'm gonna start the music, count down from 3, and then say go, and we start from there. Good luck, everybody. 3, 2, 1, go. Done.
Hello again, everyone. This is Tommy with Boys and Girls Clubs of St. Lucie County. Now, earlier, I got to talk about our 2020 Youth of the Year, Amy. However, Amy recognizes her biggest hero as being her mom. I'm so happy that I get to spend a couple minutes talking about Amy's mom, Monica. Monica is such a supportive parent. She does whatever it takes for her daughter to have an incredible future. Monica said that she wants to provide for her daughter everything that she didn't have and give her opportunities. Through Amy's learning disability, Monica pushed her that she might not learn the same way that other kids her own age do, but that she can accomplish those same things. She might just have to work a little bit harder. Monica is such a supportive parent and never has let her daughter tell her that she can't. Thanks to a supportive parent like Monica, Amy will graduate high school, the first in her family, and she'll graduate with her AA degree and go on to study at Florida A&M University. Monica works hard and sacrifices every day in her life to make sure that her daughter has opportunities that she might not have had when she was a child. And maybe that's why I can really relate to Monica so well, because the work that we do at the Boys and Girls Clubs is all about making sure our kids have whatever it takes for them to succeed in their lives. Giving our future generations access to more opportunities is all about what the Boys and Girls Club does every single day here in St. Lucie County. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Monica, the mother and supporting force behind our 2020 Youth of the Year, Amy. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Monica, and I am Amy and Tyler's mom, who go to Chuck Hill Boys and Girls Club, and I work at Sam's Club. The club is an addition to my family. They have worked so much with her, with me as her mom, just even connecting with my teen daughter, which is something that I think every parent at one point struggles with their kids, to find that connection, to be open and be able to speak, especially Amy's situation when she was going through a lot mentally, spiritually, struggling with just her self-esteem and finding her voice, and that's everything that the Boys and Girls Club did for her. Well, originally started at the Boys and Girls Club in New York, so it's just something that I've been a part of for years. And I understand their program. I get that they're not just there to be used as a daycare or after-school program for the kids. They help the parents, they help the kids with a lot, help the kids with homework, which is not a lot of places that go ahead and dedicate their time to make sure that these kids are doing better in school and stuff like that. I felt like I was losing my child. I was losing my firstborn. I thought I was gonna bury my daughter. It got to the point where I had to reach out and just ask for Miss Candace, who was one of the people that was working for the organization, to help me with her. Like I said, they're my extended family. If it wasn't for them, I don't know how my relationship with her would have been, or how I was going to be able to help her. I was lost. She got into a very dark space where she was contemplating suicide, cutting, and little rough situations, and I couldn't do it without them. To what she is now, complete 180. She is very independent. She was pretty independent before, but she's very independent. She found her voice. She's standing up for herself. Just overall as a person, you can see the change in her. You saw that she blossomed, especially when she was going through this whole Youth of the Year thing, and they had their little sessions where they were being in tune with everything that has happened with her, and she was able to just find herself. I showed my daughter off. I saw she was on the front page of one of the newspapers, and I had my coworkers, I seen your daughter in the newspaper, and they seen her speech, and it's just wonderful to see her, to actually see her, to see that this is my daughter and she's doing something that I've never imagined that I would be able to do myself. Just to even stand there and speak in front of hundreds of people and her be comfortable in her own skin is wonderful.
All right, wow, that's inspiring. I mean, you think about what we get to do as a Boys and Girls Clubs every day is to come alongside of parents, what they're going through. Many of us have been through some of exactly what Miss Monica said. You know, your kids find themselves in a dark place and we're trying to figure out how we get it. And sometimes the parents can't do it on their own. They need someone like a Boys and Girls Clubs or after school programs that can come alongside those kids and give them hope. And it's not because the parents are not doing a great job. It takes a village to really raise a kid. And so listening to Monica speak about her daughter on one side, but then on the other side, being able to brag about her daughter and talk about she's the Youth of the Year for the entire county. I mean, that is a great feeling. And I think for the daughter as well, Amy, it's a great feeling for her to see her mom in that space too. So it works out for everyone. When Boys and Girls Clubs comes out and asks for your time, talents, and treasures, it's not because we just want to add more staff. We want to add qualified staff. We want to put the right people that our youth need in our community. And so we have fun with it, right? Some people made chili, some people are probably partying, and some are just watching this just because they know some of us and they want to do this for us. Here's what I would tell you. Your donation, the dollars that you provide Boys and Girls Clubs, goes back into our programs. It helps with getting good facilitators to get kids on the right path, for us to get vehicles as we have done this past year. It allows us to do a number of things. And I'm asking you as the CEO of Boys and Girls Clubs, which I take very seriously, to continue to invest, continue to help be a safety net for our kids, and give up your time, talent, and treasures. I'm not even gonna put a dollar amount on it. I want you to talk with your spouse, with your children, with your parents, your grandparents, and collectively come as a family, come together as a family, and provide us some of your resources so that we can continue doing our work that we do. 100% of the people that work here care about you, we care about your children, and we care about our community. Thanks for joining our virtual 38th annual Chili Cook-Off. And hopefully next year, we're doing this in person. But if we're not, you get to watch this video as many times as you want. Thank you.